What's going on, everybody? It's Warren. Welcome back to the Cosmic Wonder, and we only have 2 episodes left of The Falcon and the Winter Soldier. It's been a great series so far. It's a shame that we only get 6 episodes. However, Sebastian Stan did recently say that he would do anything to do a second season, so you never really know. This may not actually be the end, but until we get a confirmation, we'll act like this is the end, and even though we only have 2 episodes left, we still have a lot to unpack. There's the mysterious Power Broker that has yet to come into play. Also, will he actually come into play, or will this kind of be like a benefactor situation from the Ant-Man and the Wasp? And then we have the mysterious Cameo that is supposed to appear in episode 5, and no, it is not the same Cameo that the Power Broker is. This has been confirmed by different sources. We also know that Sam is supposed to be getting Captain America's shield and using it at one point in time, but he has yet to do that. But thanks to a leaked video we have, it seems like we know when exactly he's going to be getting that shield. And of course, there is still talk, and there is still a chance that old man Steve Rogers, good old Captain America, could still appear in the Falcon and the Winter Soldier series. So, a lot to break down, but before we get started, a quick reminder about my Captain America Falcon and the Winter Soldier shield giveaway. Just sub to me and my other channel, Cosmic Culture, for a chance to enter. Details in the description down below. So a big question that everybody has been asking before we even got the first episode for the Falcon and the Winter Soldier is Steve Rogers going to come back? Are we going to see old man Steve in the Falcon and the Winter Soldier? And Marvel has done an incredibly great job at being super vague about whether or not Steve Rogers is dead, or if he simply went back to his own timeline, or if he's just chilling in the normal timeline, but nobody really knows it's him. This is a story that didn't really have a definitive ending. Yes, Steve finally got his dance with Peggy Carter, but then he returned to the main timeline at the end. What happened after that? That we don't know, and it is something that fans would like an answer to. So the answer to the question, could Steve Rogers still appear in the Falcon and the Winter Soldier, is yes. Especially if you consider where Sam is at right now in the series, everything he's going through, all of the struggles that he's facing about the shield and what it represents and means. Now is the perfect time for Captain America to show up and give him a little pep talk. However, it doesn't really seem like the story of Isaiah Bradley is done yet, which is good because in the comics he has a big story, a very complicated story, and it looks like his story in the MCU is pretty similar. And based off of the mid-season trailer that we got from Marvel Studios yesterday, it does look like Sam does return to talk to Isaiah. And it does look like he goes and talks to him about what the shield actually means. Recently, Sam has been debating on whether or not he should have destroyed the shield rather than giving it up to the government. And this conflict, I believe, is going to lead him back to Isaiah. Since Isaiah was the first black Captain America but was also thrown in jail, it would make sense that Sam would seek his opinion on whether or not he thought the shield was good or bad. And I think this scene is definitely going to happen, but will we get a scene where we see Steve Rogers talking to Sam about what the shield means? Even though this story is focused on Sam and Bucky, they both were the best friends of Steve Rogers. And Steve has already been a pretty powerful presence in all of the episodes, even though he hasn't really been in any. We've seen pictures of him, we've heard his voice, they've made jokes about him being on the moon, but is he still there? If he's alive and existing in the normal timeline that we know, the one that he came back to at the end of Avengers Endgame, the main timeline, then there's a pretty good chance that we could probably see him. Now, of course, he has to be alive and he has to be existing in the main timeline. If neither of those are true, then unfortunately we aren't going to see him. So don't get your hopes up too much, but it is a possibility. Now, as far as that conflict about the shield that Sam is having, we've yet to really see him use the shield, and we've seen him use it plenty of time in the trailers. And in the trailer that we got yesterday, we do see Sam and Bucky approaching John Walker after the ending of episode 4, and it looks like they're going to fight him for the shield. But as I mentioned in my video yesterday, I don't think they get it. They either fight and he beats them and he keeps the shield, or they make an agreement to go on and fight the Flag Smashers together. Either way, John Walker is walking away with that shield. And the reason we know that is because of this leaked video. This is a scene that we've never seen before, and John Walker still has the shield and he's fighting the Flag Smashers, and it looks like he's kind of kicking their butts. Now, who knows what's going to happen here? Will John actually become the main enemy and the Flag Smashers actually get some sense talked into them? Who really knows? But it doesn't look like Sam is going to be getting that shield until the very last episode, perhaps at the end of the very last episode. In fact, I wouldn't be surprised if that's kind of the final scene, Sam finally taking up the shield and him and Bucky use it together to fight a bunch of different people. The Flag Smashers, John Walker, the Power Broker, whoever they need to take down. And then I think at the end of the Falcon and the Winter Soldier, we will have our new Captain America, who of course will be Sam. The person who should be Captain America because the old Captain America gave him the shield. Now, as I mentioned, there's been a lot of talk about this mysterious cameo that is supposed to come in episode 5. And there are some insiders claiming that they know the actor that is going to be playing the mysterious character, but they don't know the role. However, some of them, like Charles Murphy, have said that this mysterious character is not the Power Broker, which means the Power Broker still could be Thunderbolt Ross. And the more and more we think about this, the more and more this kind of makes sense. Thunderbolt Ross is the person responsible for the Sokovia Accords, and we know that he definitely likes to enforce it, telling Rhodey in Avengers Infinity War to arrest Steve Rogers, Natasha Romanoff, Sam Wilson, the Scarlet Witch, and Vision. But this also means he is the person that has the power to pardon people. And as we know, Sam and Bucky have both been pardoned, but Sharon Carter has not. And the Power Broker is definitely somebody in power, and we know he wants the serum, and Thunderbolt Ross has always wanted the Super Soldier Serum. That's his thing. In secret, he resurrected the Super Soldier program, now known as the Weapons Plus program, as we saw in The Incredible Hulk. So he has the power to pardon people, but he also wants the serum. And we know that Sharon Carter is working very closely with the Power Broker. However, we know that Sharon Carter is a good person, so why would she be working with the Power Broker? And why was she so upset when Dr. Nagel, the person creating the new, improved, perfect Super Soldier Serum, was killed? Perhaps she was trying to get some Super Soldier Serum for Ross. This could be the way that she was going to get pardoned and be able to return home. That could be the deal that Thunderbolt Ross threw at her. Get me some serum and I'll pardon you. Unfortunately, now it's gone. So how else could she get pardoned? Well, she could join his Thunderbolts team. The same goes with Yelena Belova. We know that Ross is going to be after Black Widow and her sister in the Black Widow film. He could offer her a deal as well to get pardoned, and that deal could be join his team, do his work. And the same goes for Zemo. Zemo is now out of prison, and Ross is not going to like that, but again, could offer a deal. Join my team, and I'll pardon you. He is a person who has power to do this, and he's also a very shady and corrupt person as well. So I would not be surprised in the slightest if he is the Power Broker. But on the other hand, knowing Marvel, I also wouldn't be surprised if we never see who the Power Broker actually is. We'll just have to wait and see, but as far as the mystery character is concerned, we do know a little bit about this person. Now, sadly, I have to say, don't get your hopes up for a character like Wolverine, or any crazy huge X-Men or Fantastic Four member, or anybody just really crazy out there. The showrunner for the show has already said that this is a very grounded character. We also have found out that it's somebody who is not yet in the MCU and will not be in any upcoming projects. And of course, the X-Men are coming in the future. This has already been confirmed by Kevin Feige himself, so that pretty much takes the X-Men off the table. A big theory was that it's actually going to be Chadwick Boseman. Wakanda and the Dora Milaje have played a pretty big role in the past couple of episodes, and this did film before Chadwick passed away. However, the Marvel team has recently came out and stated that no, it is not going to be Chadwick Boseman. So that's off the table. Now, we did learn that this is actually going to be an Academy Award winning actor or actress, one that a lot of people, according to Slash Film, would never have thought would be in the MCU. Now, as far as the actual character is concerned, we don't really know. I don't really think it's going to be a huge character, and a part of me thinks that it actually is going to be Chris Evans as Captain America, and Marvel's just kind of messing with us and trying to throw us off right now. But if they are telling the truth, then my guess is just as good as yours. Let me know who you think this mysterious character is going to be in the comments down below. And of course, be sure to subscribe and hit that notification bell, because if I find anything else out, I'll be sure to do a video on it. Let me know all your thoughts about this video in the comments down below. Thoughts about the Power Broker, thoughts about Isaiah Bradley, thoughts about Old Man Captain America returning, and who you think this mysterious character could be. Don't forget to like the video, and for live updates, you can follow me on Instagram, Twitter, and TikTok. As always, thank you all so much for watching. Woof woof.